Hey, Xiaomi here and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a day dedicated to writing. Yep, you heard me right. I haven't written in a while, and I mean a long while, because the last time that I wrote, it was only like a poem. The only thing that I've been doing is I've been drafting my first draft of Project Night Creatures. So I'm on my second draft of my first draft. And what I'm doing with Project Night Creatures is that I have it there, and what I'm doing is that on that draft I'm tweaking. It's not like I have it side by side in two separate documents and I'm just rewriting everything. I don't like drafting that way because it isn't the way that I draft. What I like to do is that I have my hard copy of everything that I have written so far, and what I do is that I reread it and then I tweak and then I change and then I modify, delete if I have to. So that's what I've been doing with Project Night Creature. I'm only on chapter 1. I already fixed the prologue, but I haven't finished chapter 1. I've been on chapter 1 for like 2 or 3 days because I've only been writing for like half an hour at night, because my computer right now doesn't work without it being charged, so I need to get that fixed. I'm pretty sure it's the battery. One of these power outages that happened and it just killed the battery, so I need to check that out, because like I would like to just sit without having to charge it. But right now I have a total of 36 chapters without counting the prologue or epilogue of Project Night Creature, so that makes it a total of 38 chapters, and I'm currently redrafting chapter 1. That's perfect, right? Yeah, we'll get there one day. But yeah, for today what I have in mind is that I do want to watch a few live streams that already happened. I wanted to watch them earlier, but I couldn't because I had to get my little brother. But now I'm just like chill, relax, I don't have anything to do. So I'm going to be working on Project Night Creatures chapter 1. That's what I'm going to be doing. Chapter 1, I'm going to be refixing chapter 1, and I'm going to delve back into Project Boricua to see what is it that I have done so far, which hasn't been much, but I would like to write a poem because I'm in the mood for that. What poem? I have no idea, or at least fix ones of the ones that I already have written. So that's what I have planned for today. I'm gonna get into writing and hopefully we'll see what happens. So I'll inform you in my next little clip. Okay, so I wanted to do a little bit of an update because it's 4 o'clock and I want to walk for at least 15 to 20 minutes because my back feels sort of good. I hope that my dogs don't start barking, because there's a dog outside barking. Be quiet, my loves. We're gonna go outside in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, you guys, so what I've been working on is that I took a bit of a break. I started doing my Bitmoji because I want to have it for some things for school, and I like the way it came out. Like, I even put the blue glasses, even though that blue is a little bit too intense. I was like, you know what, let's go with it because my glasses, the frame of it is blue. And I also checked my email from school, so that distracted me a lot. But I needed to check that, and then I was like, okay, now I'm not gonna work on Project Night Creatures, which was what I said I was gonna do, but I decided to start writing a poem I had in my mind. And I mentioned that I have my poetry collection broken down into 4 different stages, right? Well, for the 4th stage, which is growing into myself, is that a Frozen reference? You know what? Maybe, because I really do like that song, but I never actually like tied those two together. It just came to me right now, but we're gonna go with it because I actually like that one. And I wrote a poem titled Life's Journey, and I like the way I structured it because there are at least like 4 to 5 different stanzas, and it's like the stages of my life, and this is the final stage, stage 4. And I was writing that poem for the first stage, and I was like, no, this doesn't go there at all. And I was like, wait a minute. Iba a decir espérate. I was gonna say, wait a minute. This goes perfectly in stage 4 because it says that as a kid, then it says as a teenager, then I write the in between, and then I have as an adult. So yeah, that's where I want to keep it at, in stage 4, because I think it goes perfectly. I don't know if I want to do it at the beginning of stage 4 or at the end of stage 4, but we're gonna see how it turns out, because I haven't finished the last stanza just because like I want to go for a little walk. So I'm gonna continue writing after I come back on a walk, because I need that little break. I've just been here sitting in between two different computers, and I'm gonna take a break. Also, what I mentioned, the Bitmojis, oh my god, there are so many and I'm a little bit obsessed. So I decided to stop because I took a lot of time to do that. So yeah, let me do something else with my life. Okay, so I decided to start with Project Night Creatures just because I want to get into the feel of that, and I'm going to put my poetry aside for a minute. I just finished walking, and I wanted to show you what was the problem that I was having with my first draft of Project Night Creature. Obviously, your first draft is going to be caca. It's going to be a piece of crap. It's just going to be your first draft. It's where you draft out your ideas of your entire novel, and it's not going to be perfect. So I was noticing throughout the chapters also that I was just writing. I think I mentioned this, but I was writing and I wasn't describing anything. I was just giving you an overall view of my night creatures. I was telling you a goblin, and I was telling you a gnome, and I was like, there are so many distinctive goblins and gnomes that you can pick up from. I'm not gonna have, you know, my reader blindly trying to figure out how is it that I visualize my night creature. So this is an example. This is also one of my award-winning sentences, you know, because I did notice this, and I was also noticing that I wasn't giving physical descriptions of my characters, and I know who they are, I know how they look, and I wasn't actually, you know, writing that in my story. And I was like, wait, I don't even have eye colors for some. So that's something that I have to work on. In my Witch Queens chapters, I'm okay with that because I described like my 3 wicked seers, and Kylea, I described her perfectly. I think Damien, in one instance, I do describe him, but I really just generalize the description of Watchers. So that's something that I need to go exactly to that chapter where I wrote it, but I don't recall exactly where was it that I wrote it. But I wanted to give you like a little bit of an example of something that I was writing. So it says, this is one of my paragraphs within my first chapter. It says, they were drawn to the noise and closing in. The air suddenly dropped, chilling, sending goosebumps crawling up their flesh, while vicious gnomes and sharp-teethed goblins extracted themselves from the nearby tree trunks, yellow glowing slithered eyes on them, mouths foaming, wild, dangerous creatures. So I'm telling you that roughly the goblins, you know, have sharp teeth. And I'm telling you that the gnomes are vicious. I'm giving you roughly adjectives and one physical description for my goblins. And I am telling you that they have yellow eyes. But who has yellow eyes? Because both of them have yellow eyes? Do I want to make both of them with yellow eyes? So that's something that I really want to work on. So in my perfected, like kind of like perfected version of that, where is it exactly? Oh, this is what I wrote. This is something that was written before. Where is it that I exactly... Okay, it says, making their way towards the rising darkness. The temperature unexpectedly dropped, chilling, sending goosebumps crawling up their flesh. Dark magic, Shalimar whispered. The professor turned to them, light brown eyes slowly turning silver, calling forth his magic, armed and ready. Shalimar carried no physical weapon, but defenseless they were not. They quickly summoned their magic. The atmosphere was buzzing with anticipation. Approaching, where the darkness emitted its malevolence, a dark green, rough-skinned, clawed hand tapped all 3 fingers on a nearby tree trunk. Then an oval-shaped head with sharp teeth, glowing slit eyes followed their every move, bloody mouths foaming. Vicious, wild, dangerous goblins. Creatures tempted for too long with dark magic. Adept enough to learn from the mistakes of the dead, and their enchanted armor proved to be challenging. The ending of that, I have it highlighted because I want to fix that because it's just like and then the other one is one that I have to fix. So that was gonna be like one of my award-winning sentences. It says, behind them another noise shifted their gaze. Knives rubbed against one another, held by grotesque gnomes. I have to give little descriptions of those because I was just playing with my goblins, and I actually wrote an entire page of my goblins because in like I have a separate document where it's roughly dedicated to world building, and in this section I have it titled Night Creatures World Building, and there in my navigational pane I have night creatures, and in my night creatures I'm describing every single one of them, and I have an entire page for goblins, like their backstory, what happened to them, how are they right now, the magic that they have within them. So, oh, and also their appearance, and also scrolls that are found in Neri, especially in the Enchanted Library. So yeah, that's really the update that I wanted to give you on. I have to work on gnomes because I know how I want the gnomes to like, I visualize them perfectly, but I need to work on, you know, like writing it out. But that's one of the examples that I was saying that I wasn't including like descriptions, because eventually you're gonna see these goblins in a later chapter, so I needed to like give a really good description of how is it that I visualize my night creatures, especially my goblins. So I hope I did a really good job at that, because I'm just proud of myself at what I wrote, because I was just like, good. Okay, so one final update before I think I'm gonna call it quits. I managed to write 5 more poems, and out of those 5 poems, Life's Journey, I love it. Like, I have to admit, I really love it. Those Spent Summer Days, that one I do want to tweak it a lot more. Padre, I need to continue to tweak it because that one is in Spanish. In Spanish you have to rhyme. Fighting Today's Battles is one that I also love, and When Will My People Matter is another one that I really do love, but I have to tweak that one a little bit more. So I managed to write a total of, in those poems, 583 words. I did write other poems for like the first stage. The first stage is called, what is it called? Dreams of the Innocent. That's my first part, and I wrote a few more poems in that one, but I haven't counted them because I really do need to tweak those. And if you hear any noises in the background, it's because yesterday it rained a lot, and a lot of the animals that are in the backyard are really content. So just in case. I still haven't written anything for stage 2, can I say. So that one is still ongoing, just because like I want to check what poems I have in order to add to that one, because I have specific ones that I really wanted to add to that one. I did write a few in my 3rd one, and I also wrote 3 in my 4th, with Life's Journey goes in that one. So yeah, but I'm really happy with a lot of them, and I didn't even get to 1,000 words. Do I care? No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I just write for fun, and if I get to my goal, then I get to it. This month I didn't get to it, but I'm okay with it, because you know, everything that happened and just the situations and whatnot, like I really wasn't motivated to actually write anything. And again, like I said, it's not something that I'm going to dwell on, but I am going to continue working on Project Boricua, because it's something that I really want to do. And also I'm going to continue working on Project Night Creatures. I did write a little bit more for Project Night Creatures. I think I'm good so far with how is it that I want to have it right now. I'm gonna call it quits for now. I want to say thank you for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day and or night, and if you finished your Camp Nanowrimo for July, let me know. We can chit chat down below. I'd love to know what was your project and what were you working on. But that's it for this video. I am gonna start uploading every Wednesday and every Saturday. For sure I will be uploading every Wednesday. I'm gonna try and have consistency on my channel. If I upload on Saturday, it's going to be like a little extra bonus content or extra bonus video, or I just might upload on Saturdays. It depends on how the situation here is and how motivated I feel, and if I start working online, how much internet I have left at the end of the month. So I'm gonna see you in my next video, and I hope that you have a wonderful day and or night, and yeah, take care of yourself. Peace. Nobody lets me film. My little brother isn't hearing music. My mother is being loud. Let's try this again, shall we? You know what I have as a viewfinder? I have a mirror back there.